Man, you're gonna give Richard a run for his money.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Okay, your eyes start to glass over as you're reading all these files. You're like, what the fuck did I sign up for? I didn't want to do homework. Timothy,
Which cabinets have not been searched?
the
The one
four,
I'm looking at have not been searched.
yeah, the four large wardrobes have not been searched, and I think two of the bookshelves have been.
So the ones on the shelf. So you're telling me the ones on the shelf here have not been searched?
Uh,
I
Fox
looked
searched
into
at least one of them.
I looked in the top one next to Richard, then came down to this one on the south side, and it wasn't the right series. Then I looked at the table next to me, next to that one. Also, it was a bunch of random missed papers. Then I came down to this bookshelf down here in the very south side of the room. And then I am apparently super frustrated about trying to look for paperwork that I can't concentrate. So
Okay. I will look at from this here. I'll look at the one he is looking at.
Okay. The south wall shelf is filled with documents from this month. It looks like the top shelf is this week's documents. They are random series. There are some invoices. There are some receivables. There are some purchase orders. And there's some sale orders. But it's a large number of random codes to go through.
I'll start going through all the codes.
Okay. Lex?
Um, I guess I'll go through one of the ones I were not gone through, and I'll go through that.
I think the only one that hasn't been looked at is the bookshelf beside you.
Okay, I'll do that one.
Okay, it has old stuff on it too.
Okay.
As you're kind of filtering through all of this, you're realizing that this is all just back paperwork. Like, it hasn't been organized. The four shelves in the middle date back months of unfiled paperwork. Whereas the cabinets are all nicely organized by date and type and whatnot.
Okay. Okay, so the bookshelves are organized, the shelves in the middle are random.
Yeah, the cabinets are organized, the shelves in the middle are random.
Which ones were like the IOSR? Were those the bookshelves or these things?
The
Or
ones
like
that are
cabinets or
the
these?
ones that are by specific orders are the big one.
The big ones. Um. Okay, then I probably have to check the O or the R because oh, OPQR. So I probably have to check. What's that code again?
Yours is a P series.
P8. P8. So okay, I'll go back to the O one at my turn.
Okay. Richard standing guard. Fox, you're up.
I am apparently still frustrated doing paperwork that I'm still trying to shift through this bookshelf, trying to look for our series, and I'm not having any luck.
Fair enough. Timothy?
I guess I keep looking through the documents and trying to find through the unsorted documents. That is.
Okay. Gonna roll your check.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you find a file folder that has P8MJ 055 in it.
What was it? P8.
P8MJ 055.
Okay. I'll whisper to Lex. I found 050, and I will note where I found it, and that's my turn.
I will keep the discrepancy to myself, and I'll look through that folder. Oh, PM.
Oh, sorry, it's supposed to
Oh.
be P8 MJ.
Okay, cool. I'll go through that file, the folder as well, see if I can find the one in order.
Oh, and then I changed the 8 to an asterisk. That was dumb.
They're getting closer.
Next try, next
As
try.
you are flipping through this, you notice that this appears to be a purchase offer for the Purple Rose shipping company, but it's about 2 weeks old.
Ah. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, they're selling this place. That's probably not good for that family.
Oh, you should have seen the stories that ChatGPT kicked out when I was like, "Oh, this is what's happening here," and I was just like bouncing ideas off. And it's like, "Oh, it could be this, and it could be this." And I was like, "Oh, interesting."
Very nice. Is the other P8 MJ files in that folder, or
No,
Well,
that
well, I
appears
guess
to
I'm not
be
sure.
the only thing in there.
Okay. Fair. Next round we'll go into the. Ooh, wait. If that's unorganized, then it's probably not going to be in a cabinet, is it? Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, Richard guards the door. We're back to Fox. Oh my god.
I am still very upset and getting a headache at this point from trying to look through all these paperwork, and I am having no such luck in the effort.
Do you remember when Paul walked into this room, rolled one check, and went, "There it is"?
That's so great.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
he
so
walked
great.
into the room and he was like, they were in combat, like they were still fighting the guards. And he's like, "I'm going into the room and trying to find the documents. We get the fuck out of here." And he was like, "Can I quickly look and see if I can find it?" And I was like, "Okay, roll an insight check." And he's like, 19. I was like, "Oh, it's right there." Okay, guys, we're out of here.
Never underestimate the youngest brother.
I can assure you guys, in real life, my dice rolls are this bad too.
Did you say this is the newest documents you're looking through?
Yep.
Oh, I've got bad news for you.
What?
It's probably in his stack.
Okay, Timothy, you're up.
Yeah, I also getting frustrated. Can I roll an insight here?
Yeah, you can roll an insight check.
All right. That's going to be rolling. Where's my insight?
Hey, John, would
Yeah.
linguistics have to do anything with inside of here?
Not really. Once you understand the filing system, it would.
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
See, that's how you do it. Once you understand the filing system, it would definitely be helpful for figuring out the order that the documents would be in. Like if you were looking for P1QR7, that's going to be way at the bottom on the far side because it would be a really old document.
Gotcha.
Alright, what does the 29 get me?
Well, you see Fox, he pulls out a pile of papers and he's like, "That's not it, that's not it, and that's not it." And you look over and it's like, "Oh, that's it."
Fox, you have it. search your pile or half pass your pile over.
I hand or who's I hand over Timothy my pile.
And I will just do a perception on the stack and see if I can find it.
Okay, you pull it out of the pile.
Okay. Guys, I found it.
Wonderful. Let's go.
Let's get out of here.
What are you doing with the other one, Lex?
The other one's 2 weeks old. I'll return it.
Okay.
Place everything exactly back where you found it.
Or is this like loose files, or are they like sealed or something?
All of these things are just in file folders. The ones in the cabinets are in envelopes, like they're all sealed because they're for storage.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Elusio if I can see that file. I'm curious what's on it exactly.
Yeah, I'll hand you the file.
Okay, well, you flip through it. There isn't a lot of really identifying information right off the bat.
Oh.
But as you're going through it, it seems like it's just a basic contract. But because the contracts are effectively handwritten, you can see they have someone who writes out the contract and then someone else who fills in the blanks. But apparently this is a purchase offer for the company from Johann Munsterger.
From Munsterger. Okay. Which means someone
From
wants to
Munster with
eat
love?
Munsterger. You said Johann, but directly?
Yeah, Johann Munsterger is the person who has made this offer on the company.
Interesting. Okay. How
There
recent
is a
was it?
little note, like paperclip to it, that says deal closing.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, that has the signature Munsterger, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, this is an official document. He has put in a formal offer on this company, and there's no acceptance on it, but they have basically determined that this is their best offer, so they're going to take it.
Fair. Okay. And you said offer is closing. Okay. So someone wants to beat them. Fair. I'm just gonna cast the Amanuensis spell on this document. I just want to make a copy of it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put that in my book. Having that signature might be useful. Okay, that will be it for me.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do?
Get out of here.
Yeah, that's
Well, you can move
Interesting.
towards the exit and roll your stealth checks as you go.
When Fox leaves that spot, I'm just gonna glance at his stuff. Those are the most recent stuff. Are there any high value purchase orders? I'm just curious if they're having any plans, if they're unloading this, really. Seeing if there's anything big they're making a purchase on. Oh, it's so weird. They have blue highlights now when you mouse over. Or when you drag.
What do you mean?
Oh, like when I click and drag over my token, it has a light blue highlight. It's not bad.
Oh, it
like-
used to just be white.
Yeah.
They also moved the spinner thing to a little dot off to the side, so it's not in the way.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure out what that was. I thought I butchered something.
Yeah, I was trying to move my map, and when I was turning the map upside down, but I couldn't get the dot because the map was so big to start with that the dot went off the screen, so I had to like push the map out to one side so the dot came into the middle of the map.
Fair.
As you're going through it, you see there are a couple of orders that have what do you call it? No official what do they call them? The inventory thing, manifests connected to them, and no details, but they do have a particularly high insurance premium on them.
Interesting. Okay. So, secret deliveries, high value items, they have insurance on. Hmm. Any future dated purchase orders like these?
No, this appears to be all like processed paperwork.
Okay. Fair. That's interesting. Okay, something's happening. Fair enough.
Okay, well, you guys can exit at your leisure. What's the 2 out of 3 for? That's
My
your infusion?
infusions.
That's a pretty crappy infusion, +2.
It does grow based on my spellcraft or my caster level.
Yeah, just even at first level, that's a pretty crappy bonus.
Yeah, but once I get a little higher, you can go all the way up to +5.
Fair enough.
How high do you have to get +5?
I think caster level 9.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Guys, guys, wait up. I'm still carrying my hammer.
I wish we didn't get into combat, cause any issues, and we got out.
Yeah, could
Hopefully.
you imagine a group like that would cause combat in this clearly like espionage mission?
Yeah, how could someone?
Well, I know that could. I mean, it's definitely, there's options here, but
How could someone?
Accidentally open the door to the break room instead of the file room.
I'll pull my light
With skill, I might add.
True that.
Light source out as we enter.
Thank you, Richard, for your stuff.
For your contribution to our 10.
Do you want us to go through the sewers all the way again?
No, once you get to the door and close it, there's nothing to be detected at that point.
Also, make sure you lock the door. You unpick the door.
That's a good point, Fox.
God damn it.
You got this.
I believe in you. Oh, we should unpick the other door too.
I like how you're saying "we" all this time when you're all the way at the tunnel.
Oh, I love this. Now Fox goes back alone to open the lock.
I'm going. All right, Fox. We got this. Okay. Okay. We're gonna start. DD assist. You have a +3 from me. Come on. All you need is.
All you need is a 22. Oh, you also have you still have the +2 from Richard. That's the good thing about his infusion, is it lasts a long time.
Yeah, he gets a +2. I luck it. I luck it up to 25. Is that
Yep,
enough?
that's good enough.
Oh
Get
yeah,
out.
10 minutes is insane.
The thing is, by the rules, you could just take a standard action each round to give someone a +2 to anything. Like the only thing
That's
that makes
true.
it good is that it lasts for 10 minutes.
We all three of us rolled 3. Okay, I can take.
I need to lock the other door, correct?
Yep.
The one out to enter. Come back to the back where the tunnel is, and that's the door we have to lock. You know what would have been really funny is to lock the door all the goons are in,
They're never
That would be
dying.
funny.
and then burn the door.
But it was unlocked to begin with.
I know, but lock it and then throw a fire source flame in there and just let it burn.
Yeah, that would be no traces.
Nobody would be alive to say anything.
Yeah, but it would be obvious that somebody lit the place on fire.
All right, this one isn't as high of a check. That's a +1 from me. You got +3 total from us. Oh,
Blows it
now
out of the
you roll
park.
an 18.
Okay.
Well,
so you
that
guys-
door's now locked.
Okay, so you guys managed to escape.
Nice.
I actually went better than expected.
I thought when Fox opened the door, we were going to have a 100% rerun of the last session.
I was really trying to plan. I'm like, do I even have combat abilities?
And then when he said, I just closed the door, I was like, okay, that's just going to make it even more obvious. At least when Paul opened the door, he was like, shit, there's people in there, I'll just be really quiet. And they're like, we didn't lock the door. And they go out and they look in the hall, they don't see anything. Clubbed.
Is our rogue using a rapier or a blackjack? Because I believe the blackjack gives you non-lethal damage to knock people out.
Yep.
Root beer.
A sap. That's what it's called, a sap.
Okay, well, that appears to have been a flawless mission. So when you report back to Goldface and present him with the documents requested, he will give you the 200 gold pieces he promised for the job.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
We're rich!
Oh, I didn't even look at the teaser. Who
What's
was
the
it?
teaser?
Oh, the thing you put of all their families. I was trying to think, should I have messed with Munchturger? No.
And now we never see Jagged's character again.
Yeah, it's not like Jagged already knows that Olaf's dad is part of the Church of Baal, and people who screw with them just disappear.
Yeah, no. That would be crazy if that was actually the case and I did something. Yeah. You know, you just gotta weigh your options, even if you don't do it, you gotta think about it. I mean,
Flawless victory.
that did go really well. Had some stumbles, but we pulled together. In the future, we definitely should work together.
Okay, enough with the stupid sound.
Okay, so we each got 200 gold.
No, you get 200 total.
Can I use sleight of hand and steal someone's?
You can. You might want to consider the fact that these guys, there's 3 of them and only 1 of you.
With the way
This
my
guy-
my rolls are going, I don't know if I want to.
And there is also the fact that there's a guy that says he knows the sewers very well, and he can just have the rats eat you.
True that.
I thought we were out of the sewers and we're back in the
Yeah, no, I'm saying we'll
Tavern.
throw you back in.
oh.
After he kills you, he'll take you down the sewers and feed you to the rats.
I mean, he does also have rats. We could just get a metal bucket, put a rat in, heat the bucket, have it, play
You
with you.
really don't want to get.
Yeah, then the
hit by
rat
a-
will eat through the other eat through me.
Yeah.
You really don't want to get hit by a color spray at this level.
As we said, it's always good to consider the options. It's always good to think about it. But
I don't know what's
Thinking
worse:
about it
the
is fine.
unconscious, blinded, and stunned for 2d4 rounds, followed by blinded and stunned for another d4 rounds, and then stunned by another for another round.
no, it's just blinded and followed by being thrown into the sewers.
Here, let me help you. Oh, look, a hole.
Oh, days. Oh, that didn't work. Days. Oh, that didn't work. Days.
Jokes aside, yes, Lex will split the 50 gold to everyone.
Okay.
Nice. I can pay rent this month.
Or are you talking about the color coordinated thing for the lords?
Sorry, what? Oh no, you have a City of Knives document where you have a blurb on each of the families.
Oh, did
Also, if we level up this session, I think we should all choose a language that's very uncommon for us to speak. If we level, everybody should take a point in linguistics just to take a language.
I think I might have just given that to you because it would have been of interest to you.
Oh,
I don't think I posted.
oops.
So is that the end of the quest for today?
Yeah, that is the end of the quest for today.
Okay, so just hypothetically, what would that give me in sleight of hand?
An 18. Who were you sleight of handing?
I guess the closest next to me after we received the gold.
I'm the one helping you, so I'd probably be the one next to you.
Okay.
Is that Timothy? Guys, I don't know your voices yet, and I don't have.
This is Timothy.
I would try to go more for Richard.
Well,
Oh.
Richard could get away with no trouble at all because he rolled a 12 for his perception check. He's completely oblivious to everything around him.
Damn, I could have stolen 50 more gold.
He goes home to pay off the guy who he wants information from. I thought I had 50 gold pieces. Lex is even less likely to know.
Yeah.
You guys are terrible at this.
I'm a
Hey,
super.
I mean, for Lexa, like, there's no way someone would do that at the end. Like, I mean, it'd just be a foolish attempt for 50 gold. That's a poor investment.
Hey, money's money. I live on the streets.
You got 50 gold. Get a room.
Yeah, 50 gold is enough for quite a while in a room.
Yeah, there's 10 silver pieces in a gold piece, and a silver piece is basically a reasonable income for a day. So 50 gold pieces is 500 days pay for you.
But I could have 1,000 days.
Just,
You can
just
definitely
wait. Soon we'll be rolling in gold.
You say that now.
So one thing you guys should do is figure out where you are on the map.
I think we're there.
No. I meant
Oh, no.
where you live. Like, Richard has an inn. We pick a building that's an inn as the inn that he runs. And there are a couple of rooming houses, and you can obviously just stay at an inn as a long-term residence, or you could find your own residence, or just rent a room from like a civilian in town.
There like a smallish house that has a basement that I could rent.
Yeah, you could probably rent a house if you wanted.
Cause like I have this idea of like breeding rats to cause infestations in targets that we're going to.
That seems
So
like a
basement-
highly questionable thing to do, but if that's what you want to do.
I breed the rats, I send the rats into the house.
Hey guys,
I-
how do you get the perception on the back of that when you roll?
You have to
Oh.
put in the macro that I think I gave you the macro sheet.
Yeah, I would just find a house to rent, a small abode, probably on the edge of town.
If Richard's okay with it, I'll probably stay in the bent cog. What's the quality of your rooms there, actually?
Not the top, but not the bottom.
Okay, it's good to start out with.
Fox, that's my perception macro / EM proceeds all.
There's
Comes
this
up like that?
macro that I use this macro to it gives you a number to put in, and then the next box it gives you letters to type out, which is how I get mine. And this is Timothy speaking.
Yeah, I'm just trying to have it labeled when I roll something, so that way you're not just seeing a dice roll and then I have to explain what it is.
Yeah, no, that
Well,
was.
you could always just type the word out at the end.
Yeah, you can type in your macro and then just put this is perception. So you type in /R D20 plus 7 space perception.
And it'll come up just like my latest roll there. Did we level? Did we level?
That was something I was going to discuss with you guys. What do you want to do for progression? I don't specifically care how quickly the game progresses. Normally after the first session, I level up the party because being first level sucks. And at least being second level gives you the opportunity to fill some of the gaps. When you look at your character sheet, oh shit, I wish I would have been able to do this and this and this. But I guess it comes up to you. It's up to you guys what you want to do. If everyone wants to level, we can level. If you guys want to go another job before you level, that's also fine.
I have a preference. I heard the other games game was like 4 levels in a year. I'm like, I do want to level a little quicker than that.
Yeah, that's fine. They all wanted
no.
to level slowly. They wanted it to make sense. The other thing you have to keep in mind is that the game, the timeline in this is literal. So everything that we do today is today, but when we start back in 2 weeks, it'll be 2 weeks forward in the game. So that'll be your downtime.
I'm fine with like a slowerish leveling, but not like 4 levels in a year type leveling, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that was the previous game. That's not this game.
Yeah, I do come a little bit more online as I get further along, so that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm fine with whatever else the party wants.
Okay,
I'm here purely for the intrigue and the note taking.
Fair enough. Do you have a preference, Cody?
It does not bother me if we level up. We level up. I would just, gonna need help with adjusting the table and doing that.
Yeah. The primary reason that I'm not super gung ho with leveling up new players is sometimes it's a lot for them to take in. But if you're fine with it. There wasn't anything about this that you were like, oh god, I didn't get, there's too many numbers. I can't do this. I don't.
No,
I,
it's just, that I all understood, like I said, but the whole character sheet, been looking at it, making sure I'm using the correct numbers in my rolls. But I understood all that, so like that wasn't the problem with me. But then picking skills and things like that's something else I need help with afterwards.
I can sit down with you and go over your character sheet, and we can figure out your level up. That's really easy to do. And the only thing that changes is just the number at the end. Like, you put in your points, you figure out the math, and it's only the total number that really matters. I just had a girl last year who joined, and she didn't want to level up because her character sheet would change, and that would be so much work for her. And I was like, that's cool. And we literally went to the point where the party was like, yeah, we need to level up. This is just too long staying at the same level. We'll have to help you get through it, sort of thing. I think that was a transition between 4 and 5, where she got extra attacks, and having to figure out the extra attacks was the thing she was concerned about.
Well, now I'm rolling fucking great numbers. Jesus fucking Christ, after the mission's done and over with.
Yeah, you're wasting all your good rolls. But I put that game macros document in Discord. I can go over it with you when we do your character and set up a couple of macros for you. But all you really do is just cut and paste that into the macro box and name it.
So what do we do if we finish? Do we just end game if we finish the mission? What do we do there?
Well, in this situation, we still have an hour to go, so we could deal with some other facets, come up with a new job, lots of things we can do. We kind of just jumped into this haphazardly. That's why I was saying you guys should pick a location that you want to live in, so that when shit happens in the district, you know how far away you are. So if there's a riot in the marketplace, can you hear it? If there's a fight in the Leaning Tower, do you know about it? So I'll leave the map up, and you can look around. If you have any questions, you're gonna just put it right in the chat in Roll20 or in Discord, and just put an X. Each of you have a distinct color for your thingy. Fox, you should probably pick something that's less orange than Richard, but it's still different. And then
where's your tavern at?
Yeah, Lex hasn't picked, or sorry, Richard hasn't picked his yet.
Because I'll probably look for a house to rent near the tavern, and I wonder how much it'll cost per month.
Renting a whole house, you're probably looking at a few silver a day.
So if I drop like 5 gold pieces.
Yeah, if you got a house that was 5
Jesus
silver
fucking Christ.
If you got a house that was worth 5 silver a day times 28, like 140 silver pieces a month.
Oh, so like 1 gold and 40 silver a month. That's not bad at all.
I think the math on that was a little off, but
You said 5 times 28?
oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, it would be 1.5 gold.
Yep.
I thought it might have
Times
been
12.
14 gold. That seems like an awful lot.
Yeah, maybe I'll find a nicer house with 2 stories.
No, I'm right.
I'm fine with just a room.
No,
People living off the streets.
I
We
was
can't
right
just
the
always
first
have-
time. It is 14 gold.
It is 14 gold? How does it
Because
become
it's
14?
10 to 1. 140 divided by 10 is 14.
Oh, so you...
But
okay.
that means that your pay you just got will only pay for 3 months of rent, but hopefully you'll get a job in the next 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, I'll find a house. I mean, I think someone should have a place, because we can't just always have our meetings in the fucking tavern.
That's true.
Well, I mean, you know.
You also have a
uh,
brother you could share a house with.
Yeah.
Well, and okay, so Lex and Richard are brothers, correct?
Lex and
Yes.
Timothy.
And Rich Timothy.
Okay. Well, if they're brothers, I'm just gonna sneak into their house and just live like in the basement or whatever. They won't even notice me.
And just
Have you noticed your stealth rolls aren't particularly good?
and you're living in a wizard's house? You'd be trying to hide in a wizard's house?
But they might
Hey,
be willing
I
to.
might get lucky. I only had 5 nat ones that time. Okay.
I'm
You
not
can-
going to stop you from that idea. I would just like to mention that does imply you have no possessions at all to leave at a location. You know, you could just spend a silver piece. You can spend a gold piece for a week and a half and just, have a place to call your own and afford stuff later on as well. You could have a life. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying you could, just live.
Well,
You could also just rent a room from them.
That too.
that too. We could, if we both did 14 gold piece, if me and Lex both did 14 gold pieces a month, we could get a decent house with rooms.
Well, you wouldn't need to do 14 gold pieces a month. You rent a house that's 14 gold pieces and you split it. Houses have more than one bedroom.
Oh yeah, yeah. So 7
But
gold pieces a month.
as you look around
Those
on
should
the
give us-
map, you can see there's lots of buildings that are clearly just houses. So just pick a place you want to live. I don't know if Richard picked his in yet.
Yeah, I picked
I
it.
don't think. Oh, sorry.
Where is it? I don't see your X. Oh, there.
I don't see it. Where is it?
This
Far
one.
west side. West center.
Oh, the big place. Okay.
Put an X through it.
No, I'll just type into the screen that's the cog.
Okay. Looks like nice house right here.
I still don't
Right
see
on.
your X.
I don't think he hasn't put an X.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not a bad place at all. I probably don't think Richard. So Lex's real name is Richard as well, but I don't think your brother can join with you on going to that place because his real personality's income does not justify renting a house. He does not want to get caught by the tax man for living an inflated lifestyle. So he's probably going to be hiding in the cog.
Okay, well I'll rent a place next to the cog. Looks like
Because at
this.
least you're employed. You can probably I don't know what your employment is, but you probably can justify it with your employment. There's no way your brother can. Lex,
How are you
can,
paying?
your brother can.
Just for the record, the hat maker shop's not for rent.
Oh, I didn't see the hats out front.
If you zoom in, most of the businesses are obvious that the table has what they sell in front of it.
Oh, coffee. Oh, I see. This is a business area. Oh,
Yeah.
it looks like there's houses here.
Those are dwarven houses.
Dwarven
Why not
houses.
just rent in front of the sewer entrance you were just in?
Yeah,
I'm
just to
trying
the
to find-
south of the cog, there are a bunch of little houses there.
I see. Okay, yeah. I'll just look at like this house to rent or something.
Yep.
Or actually park facing view. There we go. Easy access to the sewers when I have a job.
Yep. So
There
that
we
just
go.
gives us context on where things are in the district so that when they come up, we can react accordingly.